everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
That's half of Ben's face.
That's half of Ben's face.
That's all you get.
Don't ask for more. It's not going to happen. So we're doing something a little different today.
Yeah.
We are obviously live here on I guess we're always
IRL
live,
is what
aren't
the
we?
kids call that.
IRL. So
That one hurt you a little, I
It
can
did.
tell.
It did. Our audio is going to be a little rough because we're in a concrete box, basically.
We'll try to lean into the mic and talk real
That
loud.
might make it worse.
Oh, sorry. What the bro, quiet.
So hopefully it's not too bad. We're gonna do some Magic: The Gathering. We used to play this like 20 years ago, and
20? Yeah, that's right.
yeah, probably.
Ouch, that one hurt me a little.
So we're gonna get back into it. Ben has a mountain of cards from his days of playing.
yes.
Mountain?
A
Yep.
mountain, yeah.
Yeah, I still have all the cards from whenever we played all
Man.
those years ago.
Man on the Magic Mountain.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
And that's
Matt-
the industry.
Matt, yeah. Matt has some of his cards.
This is it.
I'm starting completely over, and I have a bunch of cards that I bought, and we bought a few more packs that we're gonna open while we're here, and yeah,
Are we starting with that? You gonna do some packs first?
I guess so. Cause
What else are we gonna do?
what else are we gonna do?
Oh, Ben's got his face down. Are we doing it wrong?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
This
God.
one can't be face down because it's
Face up either way you go.
You should do that.
Sideways.
So yeah, so I guess we'll start opening. We've got this view for cards if we're talking about a certain card or a certain deck.
Bam.
Put it on there backwards so no carrying.
I didn't want to show the price.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need
Yeah.
to show how much money we're
So,
spending.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna start opening. We're just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Feel free to
We taking turns here?
chat and
We just ripping and gripping.
ripping and gripping. So
Hey. Which one? Oh, you're doing
I'm
it.
disturbed by the way you
I
said
did the March of the Machines set booster. Oh yeah, what are these? Are these art things anything special at all? Because I've had it. I have a few of those.
I mean, I know they're kind of cool, but I
They're
don't.
kind of cool, but I don't know. This is
yeah.
this is what I'm talking about here. Art thing.
Art thing.
Oh crap, that's gonna keep moving.
Cool little art thing. What's your cool little art thing?
It's a
Oh, it's got.
thing with some lions underneath it.
They look like tigers.
Tigers.
Oh my. I got a guy. He's thinking.
Oh, he is thinking. Let's see here.
Ooh.
I guess we just need to.
That is an old set. Why is that in here?
Some of them reprinted.
Oh, that's cool.
Printed. Yeah,
Enchant creature.
And just so everyone knows, I know nothing about this game still.
He didn't back then, and he doesn't now.
Back then, I still don't. And
He's not gonna learn.
I'm gonna learn. So I will be asking questions that are probably
Ooh.
very dumb questions.
You guys lose. I got a raccoon. I am so happy.
Is it the old one?
Raccoon
Oh,
warrior.
I got this, which I don't know what it does. It transforms the
Incubator.
artifact.
It's a token.
So it's just a.
You know when it says create a token?
Oh, right. What does transform this artifact mean?
You
You
transformed the
transform
artifact.
the artifact. Come on, Rick.
Into what?
Okay, well, I wish I had a snappy answer for that, but I don't.
Transform it.
Never scrappy bruiser
Transformers.
attacks up to one targeting your target. Okay. Ooh.
Shiny sorcery.
A rare equipment. +2/+2. Protection from blue and black.
A legendary creature. Technically, it's two, Zimone and Dinah.
Is that a song from the 50s?
It should be.
Surveil 2. What's Surveil?
Oh, that's nice.
I should have brought the book.
What book?
The book with all the stuff in it
All
that
your
tells you what
rules?
to do. Yeah.
That I can make fun of while you
You
read
may
it?
cast an instant sorcery
That would be
spell.
fun.
All right. Oh,
Another
what's
legendary creature?
I got one too.
What, a legendary?
Yeah.
Goblin Alley.
Horobi, Death's Veil.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's really good. Look at that thing.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Whenever a creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, destroy it.
Ooh.
This card is sideways. Siege injures, choose an opponent, you protect it. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, these, I don't think I like these sideways cards.
How about the ones that have double?
Nope. You mean like...
The two you have in your hands.
See what I'm looking at? Is that why they're double? Because one's sideways and no one wants them?
Well, usually one side transforms into the other.
What's a battle siege?
I don't know what a battle siege is.
Ben? Ben's our local...
Oh, I am by no means.
He knows as much about magic as Rick and I know about swords.
I don't think he knows that much.
Okay, well, not that much. But.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? What is a battle siege?
That one I definitely don't remember.
Because I have two of them.
Yeah, let me see.
There's one of them.
Nice.
Oh, come on.
Huh?
You gotta be a little more delicate with the card.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw that
You
one.
actually just tossed it across the room.
I didn't mean to throw that one.
Wow. He hasn't
Okay.
bought a pack in
I'll
ever,
get
and
it.
he's just gonna launch him across the
All right.
room. This is actual magic. You're not trying to make shit disappear.
Oh, well, I made that one disappear. I'll get it in a second. Oh, boy.
It literally says on the card.
What?
The siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. You and others can attack it. When it's defeated, exile it, then cast it transformed.
That's a lot of steps.
So it's like a thing you go to attack.
I'll pick up my other card. that I-
Each
that I
double-sided
launched.
card has different things. Like whenever this one,
And then, so it's like a creature.
yeah, it's like a basic creature of some kind, and then it transforms. And once it transforms, it becomes an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1.
It's like that muscly guy without the arms that you can punch. And then when it dies, you get a creature out of it, right?
The muscly guy without the arms?
You know what I'm talking about? The little punch guy? No one has any idea what I'm
Are you
talking
talking about a card?
about.
What did you say that again? The muscly punch guy.
You know you practice punching him? The MMA guy that's kind of angry?
Is this a toy?
No, it's like a practice. The people that punch things, they practice punching people
A
with it.
punching bag?
Yeah, but it looks like a dude,
Oh.
and you punch it.
Oh, like you see in the self-defense
Yeah.
things. Okay.
It's
I
like
got it.
that. You put that out there, and then people beat it up to death, and then
Okay.
it turns into a creature.
Okay. Wow. So what is a battle siege?
It's like those punching dudes.
It's alright.
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
figure that out later.
Stun counter.
Oh yeah, I do have some questions for you, Ben, when we get into my cards, because I have some weird things that Matt doesn't know how to answer.
Swordsworn Cavalier.
Jackal.
You do have some of those goofy cards, so we might have to pay attention to your. He has some of those cards out of that pack that we were talking about.
Oh, the
I think it's
Goofy
just.
pack?
I think it's just those few beginning. All the rest of the cards look normal. And I mean, I didn't read every one of
Yeah.
them, but the rest they look normal, so I assume they're nothing special. We
If
got a
that's
fancy
another
looking
creature.
forest card. Look at that forest.
Shiny Land. All right. Well, I'm really excited about that card.
Which one here?
Oh my god.
Oh. Matt's
I'm good at things.
good at things.
Look at that. It's got Pinman's Aura written all over it. Huh. Okay, do we got some grips we can put on that so it doesn't slide everywhere?
No, I prefer to watch you struggle with it the whole time.
I mean, that is a lot funnier.
Oh, Ben's art card's cooler than ours.
Oh, let me see it.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, no, it's much cooler than mine.
Yeah.
I think yours is much cooler than mine too.
Yeah, but his is much cooler than mine, so.
Mine's a pretty lady.
Well, that is
With
a
her
bonus.
tigers. Actually,
Pretty lady with her tigers.
I don't know what I'd say pretty.
Wow.
Can't really tell. That looks like David Bowie.
Handsome.
A handsome lady.
Get to know your
Now you opened
boosters.
your second pack.
I did. You said we're gripping and ripping.
What's your pack? What's this
Oh,
one?
God.
I don't even know.
Zendikar Rising.
Alright, I got a Pyrexia.
Oh, man. Okay, I fell down in the art card department.
It's Captain Planet.
It's like a... He's not our hero, Rick.
He is our hero.
I got a fancy land.
What the hell is this card?
You control another wizard.
This card's almost hard to read. It's that legendary planeswalker.
Oh, wow, that's real. Oh, that's one of those alternative art cards, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not one you should play with. Okay, Ben got the cool art cards. It's like a bunch of guys fighting a dragon over here. I got a fish man. Yeah, you should look that one up.
Yeah? I don't know what my art card is. Is this a plant that's come to life? And he's dying?
It's like a guy.
Yeah, but it's like a plant.
That's an alternative. What? It's black and white? God damn it, my art cards are stupid.
There's another legendary planeswalker. Ben, do you understand the planeswalker stuff?
Top
No,
X cards of your
that's a
library.
newer mechanic. I'm pretty sure it's simple, but I just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy is. There's my art card. Alright.
This spell costs one less to cast if its opponent controls no basic lands. Well, that's never gonna happen. Well, how does this work? It's a land that turns into an instant?
Or is it an instant that turns into a land? Once again, new mechanic that I'm unaware of.
Damn it, Ben.
Told you you didn't know as much as we know about swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Hagra Brood Pit.
When Blight Belly Rat dies, proliferate.
Stop. Proliferate and listen. I thought you got a fancy art card there too.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking picture. That lady looks shocked. Look at Ooh.
She does look shocked. Well, I mean, things have about to eat her face, so
Yeah.
I'd be shocked too.
But she's not even looking at him.
No, but she knows.
She knows. Alright, well, that was fun. I don't feel like I got great pulls there. Except for the
There's a fancy land.
Hirobi. My scrappy bruiser.
What's an oil counter? It says put 2 oil counters on it.
There's all kinds of counters.
Is that just the same as a regular counter?
It probably has a different purpose. They wouldn't give it a different name if it was the same as something else.
They might. Ooh, look at that swamp. That's a cool looking swamp.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a spider.
Hmm.
It is a spider.
Spider swamp.
Spider.
How you doing over here, Ben? You mind if I,
Go for it.
Take a look. What do you...
Yeah. You would get a perverter card, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Ah, got one of your raccoon warriors.
Uh-oh.
Beginning.
You no longer win.
Damn it. Hey, it's the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of each player's upkeep, that player loses 2 life and draws 2 cards. Oh, that'll end a game. Trample and reach. 2 forest cards. Okay, that's pretty. Dinosaur hippo. Did you get 3 rares in the one?
Mm-hmm.
4? That's rare too, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how I pulled that off, but I did.
That's crazy. I like the dinosaur hippo. As a battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with mana value 3 or greater.
It doesn't look like this card's really worth anything.
No?
No.
It's just pretty.
Just parody. It's just a fancy borderless one. So a few on here for a few dollars, but for the most part, it's like 30 cents. Alright.
If you're in step, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, a non-legendary creature card with lesser mana value. Okay. Thrumming Bird.
Hey, I had a thrumming bird.
Phyrexian Bat. Phyrexian Bird. Phyrexian Advisor. You're Meyer. Nice. Oh, you got a cool forest.
Yeah, that is a cool forest. Are these all going to be a ton of repeats?
I haven't seen any repeats in
No,
those
on,
that I
thi-
got.
on this one.
Oh,
Then, how come you did not say anything about this rainbow chariot being pulled by cats?
What?
because I figured you'd look at it soon enough.
Holy cow. That.
Get that on the board.
That's a winner right there.
Wow.
Look at that.
Creatures you control have vigilance and tap, add 1 mana. Creature spell. If 3 or more mana, a creature was spent, cast it. That's not bad.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, what, 4 of those, 3 of those, 5 of those.
Oh, you opened your thing.
I did.
Raccoon Warrior.
5 of that. Oh, thank you, Mark.
Mark, hey, what's up, buddy? Appreciate that. Oh, so you didn't even get a bunch of random stuff. It's
No.
all a bunch of the same. It's
I mean,
all
there's
old
5 of a bunch of them.
It's all old stuff too. Older set. I think I have some of those.
Mind Ravel?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a Mind Unravel in the picture, but. Bunch of mountains. Ooh, mountain goats.
What else? Lava burst. Okay.
These would be good for trading.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how many repeats you get.
I'm intrigued now too.
Look at that, there's 7 of this one. Fiend Horn Brownie.
What you call me?
That's what I'm gonna start calling you.
Oh hey buddy, that's unfortunate for you.
Oh, nice.
Mine are not all the same.
At least I have 3 ski patrol.
Hey, there's a couple guys the same.
Wow.
How'd you do on your last one?
Not
I
bad.
basically got 32 cards out of
I'm starting to see some doubles.
it.
It's not great.
I only have 4, 5 that aren't doubles.
Oh look, you get to draw your own card.
Oh yeah, I saw those existed.
Exploit. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature.
Do you still have my weird rare card over there?
Oh, on the
Yeah. Cats. I know, you want your cats back.
he wants the cats. That's a good card for you.
I won't launch that one across the table.
Any color. Creature card, draw a card. Whenever a creature you control exploits a non-token creature, create a 2/2. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cleave. Cast it for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in the square brackets.
Yeah, that's the first time I've run across that.
Well, look, you got another cool land.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Indestructible. That's the best. Rick, I basically got 32 cards.
Oh gosh.
Blue, white, black, green. Oh, well, it's gonna suck for me. You gotta have 4 of those to make that worth it.
But you wish you had a bunch
Look
of...
who's laughing now. Yeah. Oh God. Hey, turtle.
Thriving turtle.
Turtle. Look at those cute little gremlins.
I've never heard that sentence before.
Yeah, they don't look like gremlins.
They're really cute. Look at them.
Oh, there's... Look at
Honestly, they look more like armadillos.
Yeah. Armadillos or... weird-
Anteaters with a really short nose.
There you go. That's what you got. A short-nosed anteater card.
Hell yeah. Only there. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less. Looky, there's another one. He's on this card too.
Oh, yeah.
His nose is a little longer.
His nose is a little longer.
Means he's older.
I like how you're creating a background.
here's one that says Swamp Walk. This is what you were talking about when you were
Yeah.
talking about Planeswalk.
Way back in the day, Swamp Walk meant
Mhm.
that you couldn't block if you owned a swamp.
Now it
Was it if you owned it or if they had one?
Oh, you're right. I could be having that backwards.
Gosh.
We're gonna be great at building decks.
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
Well,
Simply,
if you have a black deck, you're gonna have swamps. So why would Swamp Walk matter for a black card? If it was what you had, must be what they have.
this isn't knives, Rick. Just stick to what you know.
Just use the logic. That's probably not the way to go. This one has banding. What is banding?
Oh yeah, that's where you like connected it to another creature. You got some old stuff. It might be difficult for you to.
So you can
You're like, I want to go back to when we started.
So you can. So you connect it to another card?
Yeah, man.
You don't even know.
That banding was even before we were playing it, so I'm not sure. Phantasmal Bear?
Sounds phantasmal.
Oh, Ben is wearing his Kelly Clarkson bear shirt.
Phantasmal Dragon?
Might as
Oh,
well
here we go.
explain the joke.
I'm starting to get
Yeah.
4 of them.
Oh yeah.
Ponder. I got a couple vampires, Ben. I know that was your thing back in the day.
Still is.
That's just lame.
Griffin. Oh, coin flipping. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, sacrifice.
Now we have to have coins with us when we
Draw
play?
3 cards. Flip a coin. If you win the flip. I got 2 of those. I'm gonna make a coin flipping deck.
That'd be fun. Every turn. Oh, here's a mountain walk.
I got a billy goat. I only got 1 land in mine.
Oh yeah, I got a lot. Got distracted.
I got this because I thought, oh, I'll get some red cards.
Yeah,
I got lots of blue.
see that. I got a pretty even spread of colors, I think.
It comes into play. Sacrifice a creature. Ooh, I like those.
Yeah. Good thing I have 5 of them.
Hell yeah. Whenever Speedway Fanatic cruise a vehicle, that vehicle gains haste. There's vehicles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a couple of artifact vehicles and stuff.
Huh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Once again, newer mechanic that I kinda understand.
I have a feeling.
But tonight's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be good. No, I have a feeling that our first few games of our own decks are gonna be disastrous.
I do. Guess what's still together, babe?
Is that your bird deck?
The birds.
Oh. That's great.
Snow-covered swamp walk.
Only if there's snow.
Do swamps ever get snow? Yes, some do.
have a bunch of rats.
Yeah.
That's a rat booster right there.
Yeah.
Couple of self-assemblers here. Oh, that's the one where you get to reveal it. Those are dumb.
Why is that dumb?
Well, you play it, and then you can search your deck for another copy of it and put it into your hand. Costs 5. That's just a lot for a little thing.
Panic.
Oh, here's a vehicle. Hey, my guy can have his vehicle now.
Hey.
Renegade Freighter. Sounds dumb. +1 and gains trample. Crew 2. Tap any number of creatures you control. Power 2 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until the end of the turn.
Alright, guess I'm gonna sort these new cards out into colors as well. Not earlier. There's my Thrumming Bird.
There's no way that's 60 cards.
Creatures and spells.
Maybe I should build a rat deck. I forgot that one was a rat as well.
Oh boy.
Doesn't look like it. Like that's a very diseased rat in that picture.
Devouring Swarm.
Flame blocker.
Yeah, you probably should stick away from putting too many of them old cards in your decks to start with.
I'm gonna do all the oldest cards I can find. You guys won't know what to do.
Doomblade.
I have a cat card as well, but it's not as cool as Ben's cat chariot.
Rainbow. Rainbow Riding Cat Chariot. Fortuitous Find.
That's one thing I remember now. Is even though we're supposed to stick to 60 cards, a lot of times I didn't.
No, you were building 100-card decks back before it was a game mode.
So you were cheating?
You can
guys were
have
fully aware of it.
You can have more than 60. It was just 60 was the recommended, if I remember right. At least
But
that's the
everyone's-
rules
but
we
everyone's
played
supposed to
by.
have the same amount, right?
At least that's the way we played. I don't know
I
the
figured
actual
you had to have the
rules.
same so you could had an equal chance of decking somebody.
Well, I mean, not the way we played.
If I came in with 500 cards, you'd never be able to.
That is not the way.
No,
we...
this was my super sad attempt at a vampire deck.
Camel.
My over organization.
I like it.
Long before they started really doing vampires.
Yeah. Well, there's not enough to make a deck.
Yeah, so I had to start like splicing and other things, and then as I started actually finding vampires, it was just horrendous. I should probably take most of these apart and start over.
Yeah. Wild Wanderer. It's another searcher. Those are so stupid.
Just seems to be random.
Creature spell.
New stuff organized, and then I'll start. What color are you guys planning on starting with?
I don't know. I kind of thought it might be cool to just look at each other's cards for a little bit too.
Well, yeah, but
You know me, I always lean toward swamp deck.
so yeah, Ben. So I have these conspiracy cards. Those are some of the things that you're talking about that I have. Start the game with this conspiracy face up in the command zone.
Can I see it?
No.
See with your eyes,
Those are the two that I have.
not with your fingers. She's pretty. Glowing eyes.
Yeah, is that your thing? Is
I
that what
like
you're
it.
looking for?
I like it.
Glowing-eyed woman. Could be hard to find.
No, they're glowing. It'd be pretty easy to see her.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, this sounds like it's from that joke deck.
that's kind of what we decided as well.
Walking sponge.
SpongeBob? You have a SpongeBob card?
Doesn't look anything like SpongeBob.
Oh god.
Oh, Rick, what color tickles your fancy?
You know, part of me wants to go back to my roots and try to make a blue deck that's worth something.
Yeah?
I think I have the most of white, but I did enjoy when we were playing the other day. I did enjoy that green deck that was in that
Yeah?
set you had. So I'm kind of torn between all of those. You know, I didn't even get very many creatures in that block that I got.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's mostly summons and instants. and
Summons are
sorceries.
creatures. That's what they used to call creatures back in the day.
Oh.
So you did get some.
Oh, see, I thought that was different. 'cause
No,
I have a
it
lot of
wouldn't.
those.
No, I mean, you just got so old cards that they hadn't nailed down their terminology yet.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, 'cause I think I had them all separate.
I didn't put the new cards in the pile before I organized them.
Let's do research.
What are you humming about?
Well, the conspiracy cards are from a set from back in 2014. So it was a different way of playing, essentially.
Freaking hard cards.
Huh. It was just a short-term thing that they used specifically to,
Let me see these things.
as a different style of playing.
Each creature you can control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So it's just like, let's add a little chaos.
Conspiracy.
Blue, white, green, white, red.
Cat citizen. Summons. And Fate's Force.
Blue, black, black.
Alright. Creature. Token creature. So I guess when we do build decks, we need to not put any planeswalkers in there since we don't know what they actually do.
I mean,
I mean, you can if you want to try to learn the mechanic.
We can look it up too. You know what I mean? We can
Google it?
Google a thing or two. Google-a.
Google it.
Google-a.
Should we worry about that little dinging noise I keep hearing?
Oh, that's the alarm. It's not 8 yet.
You said 7, to be fair.
I did, but it didn't set at 7, and all my stuff says 8. No, it still says disarmed. Wonder if that's just its warning that it's gonna arm. Because it was supposed to be 7, but apparently it didn't go with the daylight savings time.
I like your little boxes. Where'd you get those?
From here actually, and then I built the divider in them.
Oh. So it's not meant for cards? It's meant for something else?
Yeah, it's just a regular box. It's meant to just be this box without that.
Yeah, but you made it better.
I made it better. I improved it.
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
Things and you know, I kind of like that. I don't know what color. I kind of like the red when I played it. I just didn't. That was the first game we played, so I
Yeah.
had no idea what I was doing. So.
I don't like the flippy cards.
The two-sided ones?
Yeah.
No, they're dumb. That's why I launched one across the table. No. I'm gonna look through my blue cards first.
Yeah?
I did buy these, one of each color, except for black. They didn't have black, so I got this clear one.
Wouldn't clear be for artifact?
You know what's funny, Rick?
Huh?
I have one. Guess what color it is?
Nice. Nice. Yeah, they had. I think they had bigger ones, and they had black in all the other sizes, but in just the regular deck size, they didn't have black or something. So I got clear. Alright. Look through my blue cards.
Yeah. Kinda. Almost more excited to just sit and watch you do your deck.
Oh, it could be quite incredible to watch.
Is that what we're going with?
Incredible? Yes. Yeah, because I really just have no idea what I'm doing. And I get imagine that. I get distracted very easily.
I was not listening to you because I just read Cunning Geyser Mage.
Oh.
And it made me laugh.
Oh.
Wow! That's crazy.
You mean the top card on my deck that I haven't looked at yet?
We're too much alike. I can't.
I'll put that one on there so that
I'd like to see what a shiny looks like on the. Hey, it's pretty good.
kind of shiny.
It's a dumb card to be showing off, but
Ooh. Dumb?
yeah, it's dumb.
Probably.
It's a dumb
I
card.
haven't read it yet.
I didn't even read it. I know it's a dumb card.
I just thought it was impressive that we were both looking at the same card.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Funny that I got one and you had one.
Mine is shiny though. And yours is.
That's true. Shiny Geyser Mage. Alright. That's not the stack I wanted.
Oh,
So what does defender mean?
it defends.
Defends everything?
Can it block more than? Is that?
If I remember right, it can't attack, and it can block more than one creature.
That sounds right.
It can't attack if it has defender?
If I remember right.
I mean, that makes sense.
I've read up a little bit on this since
Yeah.
we started goofing around. This looks like a weird attempt at a Meyer deck.
I do remember you doing that.
If it was artifact anything, I tried it at least once.
And what does proliferate mean in this game?
Stop, proliferate, and listen.
Oh, you said that last time.
Let me see it.
Oh boy.
Choose any number of permanents and or players, and then give each another counter of each kind already there. That's what proliferate means. See, if you read all of the text, it usually gives you some inkling if it has the text.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming that's its setting. I have to wait till it's set before I can disarm it, Pin. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Wow.
Oh wait, is it gonna let me? I thought it was going
That's
off.
the siren for our stream.
I thought it was going off, but it was just telling you that it was.
Means everything's going fine.
Yeah, it's deafening up here when it goes off.
That's good. It's a good spot for us to do this.
There we go. Ah. No more problems.
No more alarm problems.
Yeah, man, the way they word these things just breaks my brain.
Words are hard for you, I know.
Choose any number of permanents and or players.
That's anything out there.
Right. Or you.
Well, I'm a thing, yes.
then give each another counter of each kind already there. You can't have counters on you.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. You have to put them on your head, and if one falls off, you double it. That's the rules, right?
Oh, okay. Wouldn't you just constantly knock them off then? Unless they were negative
No,
counters?
They're negative most
Oh.
of the time, yeah.
Random. Yeah, random cards.
Man, that is just.
For whatever reason, I thought I had these sorted a little better.
I like that things break our brains.
And I guess a snow source is mana from a snow is just any mana
God.
that says snow.
I want to take all of your old ass cards away from you.
Well, is there not snow covered things in newer stuff?
Not really, no.
I forgot that was ever a mechanic.
I don't have a ton of those, but
They're
I
like,
do have a few.
they're
in-
like, snow's gonna be really big.
It might be.
It wasn't.
It might. It
It-
might bring it back.
It wasn't.
Then what are you gonna do without snow cards?
Be just fine. I don't want all 12 snow cards to have to try to come together
Oh,
to
here
do
you go.
something.
This one explains Island Walk. This creature is unblockable as long as defending player controls an island.
That's
so it is
standard.
the other person, not what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
too
is that-
powerful if it was your own.
Yeah. So is that still like is that so old that it shouldn't be in my deck if they have those on them?
That one's not, no.
But the island walks and the swamp walks and all that, those are still
Yeah.
acceptable in your world.
No. Not
I
for
don't
you.
have a problem with you playing anything.
It wasn't a matter of me not wanting to play with it. It's me not wanting to have to figure it out just
Yeah.
to explain it. Because he's got some stupid little card that he's trying to use.
Yeah.
It's a we're idiots thing, Ben, not a I care about the rules.
And for some reason, very little of this is sticking in my brain, so I have to keep asking.
Yeah, you're like Ben when we're talking about knives.
That's true. And Flash?
They can attack. No, that's haste. Let me see
It
it.
says flash and it does not explain it.
Yeah, flash. Is flash, it can be played as an instant, right? Yes.
That sounds right.
You
Flash.
asked him and answered yourself before you got a
It
chance.
was more of a like,
So I could play this creature at any point.
yeah. It was more like a join me
Okay.
comrade kind of thing than a,
I was thinking it was like you played the creature as an instant, but he'd also like died after that one use.
Hmm.
I have such a randomness of cards in here.
Me too.
Well, it's one of those things.
Rick, I
I
just
don't
want to
remember
dive
this
into your
box, and I'm
cards.
trying to remember where it came from.
I mean, you can go through a color if you want.
I don't even care about my cards. The more you read things to me, all I want to know is what's going on over there.
Aw, just like Rick.
Yeah, you too. I'm very interested. I'm not gonna have room in here.
Oh, I guess this. I was about to quit. It says return up to 1. I was like, why doesn't it just say 1? But I guess you don't have to do it. So
Yeah.
that's why it'd be up to 1.
Oh, Rat Samurai.
So is there any kind of unwritten, not rule, but way that it should be done of how many instants and sorceries and some people play decks that don't have any of them in it. It's all creatures and land, or
Yeah, it's kind of dumb to do that, but
but yeah,
Yeah.
but you
I
can do it.
remember
Technically, you could.
Larkin
people-
made a spell deck.
Yeah,
No
it was usually
creatures.
blue, and it like pitted everyone against each other until they were so weak he could just kill them.
Oh, just by using only sorcery and instant stuff.
Yeah.
Disentomb.
So this one. Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Wilkinson. How's it going, buddy?
I'm getting learnt some magic cards.
Do what?
Learnt.
It helps even more whenever you say it like that. Gosh.
Boy.
Oh, I definitely thought I had these things a lot more separated out than this.
Gotta keep them separated, babe.
Hey. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling like I need to just make like a pile of I probably want this in a deck, and I definitely don't want this in a deck.
Here's what I think you ought to do.
And then shoot myself.
It's just a suggestion. If you're thinking about playing blue, what you need to do is read the cards and kind of go, hey,
Well, that's what I'm doing.
this is this kind of thing. So
Yeah.
let's put all this kind of thing together.
Yeah.
And you may only have like 5 cards, but then you might have a big stack of stuff that says like, hey, these are all kind of trying to do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of just going through creatures right now, and a lot of them aren't, so far, haven't been anything special. They just are.
Do you have your rares separated out?
No, not yet. I didn't do that yet.
That's probably a decent thing to think about doing.
I mean, are rares always better?
No, but they tend to sort of give you the ideas for how to support or how to build a deck that does something in particular, and then you can use your uncommons and commons as supporting cards.
Huh.
You're probably not going to build a deck around a common creature card. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, look at that. I had 3 and I got one today, so now I have 4.
Ooh,
That's good.
nice.
kind of odd black and red dragon whatever deck.
Nice.
Whatever's probably not a good name for a deck, though.
Well, it's one of those where
Man,
it,
what-
it looks like it'd be interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, what was I thinking? I can't tell a line of thought with this.
So rares are red.
Red
No.
or
Rares are usually gold. What do they call the red ones? It's rarer
Because
than.
there's
It's
common,
rare.
uncommon.
so gold and red. Separate those out.
Okay.
Common, uncommon, rare, and then I don't remember what the red is called.
You want another kitty cat?
It's a zombie cat.
Still a cat.
We're gonna combine our decks to make a cat deck.
We have 2 so far.
I have 3. I had a cat.
Oh, 3 cats.
Yeah, we each have a cat to add to the cat deck line. We should make a deck like that, and one of us has to play with it every time we.
I do like the idea of Ben picks 20 cards, I pick 20 cards, you pick 20 cards, and we shuffle them in a deck and hope for the best.
No, what's gonna happen is we're all gonna pick 20 cards and none of it's gonna be land.
Oh, man.
I got so distracted talking about cats that I don't even know what I was working on.
Kitty cats.
Yeah, cats.
Gutless goo. Oh man. God, he looks like a professional, Rick.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No, this is just all the rares.
I know. That's why I said you look like a professional.
luckily I am used to losing this game, so it will not affect my ability.
Hey, I think you got some of them.
I have like 6 of those, yep.
Like 6.
Gosh, these may be rares, but some of these are junk.
Yeah.
Especially if I have 8 of them.
8.
Yeah.
I'll take some.
Well, whenever I first started, somehow I kept pulling a trained org.
You like
Or-
trained org.
I mean, I assume it's said org. It's O-R-G-G.
Yeah, you just like them.
Or Giga.
Excuse me, 7, not 8.
Okay, and Matt was kind enough to tell me that the summons are the same thing as creatures.
They are.
So I can just get rid of that little divider because it's worthless.
Red. I kind of look at that book too.
What if they have no little symbol?
No little symbol. The old ones didn't have symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So that just means nothing. They're just
That just means it's old.
old. Just old.
There's like, what, 2, 3, 4 sets that didn't have?
Oh, dude, I don't remember. I'm looking at 5 of them right now that didn't have a.
Nice.
Alright, that's all my rares. Right there, blue.
How many?
5.
Okay, well, that's not great, but
You're not great.
I know. Thanks. I needed that reminder. Oh God, get back here.
I dropped giant spectacle and made a spectacle.
You like that one. I
No,
got him.
I liked that one a lot, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. window.
Nope. Just a wall.
Shatter the sauce. Oh God, he's hard in thought over here, man.
Damn.
Are you just looking at him to see what you got?
Just reading all my rares. Rawr. So is the point of putting it face down as a lesser creature just so you don't know what I have, basically?
Well, yeah, that, and it goes face down. You can at least play it because usually the cost is much higher, so you can play the card for a cheaper price, and then when you have the mana, you can
Gotcha.
Flip
that
it.
makes sense. Yeah, because it's a 2/2 for 3.
So you can get something down if you need it.
And then it's Morphous.
I like this. I've got 3 different instances of Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
At least, pretty sure an original and 2 reprints.
Hang on a second. I used to have that falling angel.
No, really?
Boom.
Nice.
That was fast.
I went right to mine. Are you think yours are organized? Mine are color, mana cost.
Oh, I'm sure yours are.
Thought this guy looked familiar, but I guess. Guess not.
Guess not.
I don't feel like any of those rares are too special.
Oh,
You look through
No,
five
don't have to
of
go
them,
back
Matt.
here.
okay.
You know if I'm missing something.
Okay, I got all my new cards put away in this box. So I'll take a break. Slide them over
I
here.
assume when it's just like that, it just means you're
Pay
just
one.
paying one
Yeah.
to do that.
Slide them over here.
I didn't know you were telling me to slide them.
Slide them over here.
Since they were close to you.
So they're all creatures.
Yeah. I haven't got, well, I mean, I might have rares in my sorceries and stuff. I haven't
Right.
started
Oh,
those.
you haven't gone through.
Yeah. Just went through creatures so far.
Flash. Can't be
I guess I
countered.
could do that real quick.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets
'Cause I have a
plus
ton
one.
of blue instants. Might be rawr or something.
Okay, so this one's not bad if you had like a big creature deck where
Yeah.
you're like trying to get big creatures out. Your plans,
What did it do again?
because if somebody kills it and it goes to your graveyard, you can sack 3 lands and bring it back, which is kind of pricey. But so yeah, that one's not great, but the abilities, if you got it out,
Yeah.
are kind of cool. Getting +1/+1 for each spell that gets played, non-creature spell. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's kind of cool.
I saw that. Yeah, if you had,
Again,
had something worth.
you had a high cost card you can
Yeah.
pay for 3. Again, not like build a deck around kind of thing, but
Right.
you do have 2 here so far that have spell abilities.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. Turn faced up. All other tapped creatures to their owner's hand. Well, that's kind of crazy. It's expensive. I don't know if that one's kind of liking where these 2 are going, but not this one so much. Okay, that's really cool. enter as a copy of any creature you control.
Nice.
And you can return it to your hand to change it in something else. That one's cool. That's your coolest one for me so
No
far.
rare instance.
Exile. Return it to the battlefield under its owner control at the beginning of the next end step. So that one is unblockable. Okay, so that's kind of cool. You can boost it up or down however you need to sort of make it work. All your rares are expensive. Your blue rares are all expensive.
Saw that.
This one, if like when we were playing and you guys kept popping enchantments to stop it from attacking, this would
Mhm.
get rid of those. You'd exile it, and then it would come back the next turn. But when you exile it, the enchantments will go into the graveyard, and then that would come back in without them. And then if you were attacking, you could boost up the attack, or if you're blocking, you could boost up the block. Is it great? Not really.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
It's more of a support thing, so you'd want to probably copy something of a different color.
Of a different color.
So you'd build like a 2-color deck, and you'd copy a cool creature, like
I'd forgotten I'd done this. Since I bought those cards off that one guy, I ended up with a bunch of
hell
foreign
yeah.
languages. Well, I managed to find all the
Nice.
English ones.
Okay. That is the only rare anything else that I have of blue.
which one?
I started the second page of it, but never finished it.
Nice. Well, you got all. That's a cool looking card.
Yeah,
That's a charm.
That sounds
isn't
like
it?
that could kind of be.
I believe
the
so.
right
I believe I
situation.
got one in here.
Your graveyard and target inserts.
Yeah.
Copy those cards. Copies. Cast the copies if able without paying their mana costs. Okay, so that kind of ties in with this. So I think you kind of have like a thing going here. So if you're gonna
You
do,
hear that, Ben? I got a thing going on.
he's got lots more things. He's got things all over the place.
Shut up.
Big fancy things.
It's too much of a good thing. He's confused. He doesn't know what to build.
Oh, turn the page. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Larkin used that a lot to hurt us,
Mm-hmm.
make us feel bad about ourselves. So yeah, those three kind of have some cohesion, right? Those are the three I said. These not so much. This guy's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're gonna go blue, I'd go spell heavy deck and just make life miserable for us.
Looks like this all had to do with Karn. It's like I started with an idea for something and it never took off. Because all this is golems.
You had a thing for golems.
Yeah, I'm remembering it now. Well, they were all neat, but none of them. Yeah, I could never get it to work out right.
Well, they were kind of more of a support creature than a main creature.
You know me, I'd always tried to make decks out of something that wasn't feasible.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, we all tried crazy stuff, but yeah, you sure swung for the fences.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was all golem stuff.
See, you just need to find cool things like this,
Mm-hmm.
you control enchanted creature, so you could take someone's creature from them.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
kind of.
There's my first turtle card I've seen.
Oh, that's a classic one. Ben, you remember this turtle?
Yes. It took a second.
All of us played with that at some
Yeah.
point.
Gosh.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go through my creatures. Like you said, kind of make this my start. These are the creatures that I'm okay with being in a deck for now. Ones I don't think I want. And then go through my instance and all that. And then start eliminating things.
I also, you have this sort of unique perspective where, like, when Ben and I were super heavy playing,
Mm-hmm.
common creatures in a deck was the thing. And we would pick a creature type and
Mhm.
build the deck to
Right.
that because all of the packs you got, all the cards' abilities were boosting creature types.
Right.
But you're not stuck in that. So you
No.
don't have to go, oh, I want to build a turtle deck and it's all
Yeah.
turtles because it's not going to work. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to have room to put all these cards in this box.
Is your other box full?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
As he sits there and shakes it like a rattle.
No, I got room in the plastic tub, but then stuff's not going to be where it needs to be.
So you get you one of these boxes, but it won't have a divider in it, so it doesn't help you much.
That's alright. I have another one I've used at the house. I don't know. I packed everything so tight, and I was like, man, this is neat. Didn't even think about buying cards. Having to fit all that crap in there. Oh shit, maybe you do need to build a turtle deck.
Thriving turtle.
I got two.
I could do it. You think I can search on eBay for turtle cards and get a whole bunch of turtle
Yeah.
cards?
You're gonna be playing Michelangelo.
It's
It's not a magic card. It's a turtle. Oh, Ben's pondering pretty hard over here.
Yeah. Frog. Whip tongue frog.
Whoa.
So in like this, not that I want this card, but when it's a thing like that, I have to do that like during my phase. I can't turn it into flying because someone's attacking me, right?
I think you could play abilities as instants, right? Well, it just adds flying, but you could do that during, like, Ben attacking you, I would think.
Yeah, it's as long as you don't have to tap it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
At least that's the way I was always taught.
Gotcha.
We could be playing wrong. If anybody watching knows the rules, let us know.
Please let us.
Teach us.
Or don't. We'll just do it this way, and you can correct us later when we actually play.
Hey, look! There's the stupid card that my art card matches.
Oh, you have a set.
That's how dumb it is. It's just a common merfolk creature. Sorry
Oh boy.
to the artist, Manuel Castanone.
Merfolk Mesmerist.
Merfolks. Lots of summon merfolks.
What did I just do? Oh, Stone Cold. Okay, we're fine. I think. Are we fine? Yeah, we're
Are you fine?
I thought for a second I put a bunch of cards in the wrong spot, but I didn't. I'm just a panicky, nervous man. Seafloor Stalker. There's the Cunning Geyser Mage again.
The ghost ship has flying.
Of course it does. It's a ghost ship. It'd be dumb if it didn't fly.
And then ghost ships could fly.
I heard. I didn't think.
Shut up, Ben.
Protocol Knight. He's everybody's favorite person who would like to a party. Protocol.
I have a bunch of.
Hey, Robert. Thanks, buddy.
Hello, Robert.
So. Yeah, that's not what I'm gonna do.
Damn it.
Now, why would you want a card that puts 2 of your cards in your library into your graveyard when you play it?
Probably because whatever. Okay, so this is a zombie. Lots of the like things around zombies is playing out of your graveyard,
Yeah.
not necessarily out of
So
the
just
deck.
put somewhere you could go pick
So,
them out
like-
later, potentially.
So this is blue. I noticed that Magic stopped making black zombies, but they kept adding blue zombies. And so now they like have return a creature card from your graveyard to play or something like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's not very good other than the hope that would be to put something really
Right.
cool in your graveyard that you can then
Yeah.
force into the game
Gotcha.
some other way. That zombies like to sacrifice themselves or be sacrificed.
Robert, it is always fine if you're late.
Better late than never.
Matt's usually late too.
We're gonna
so-
need you to stay up for the rest of the stream, though. You have tomorrow off, so don't be that. You gotta get to work.
Robert, do you know anything about Magic? Because my experts don't seem to know a lot of the things I'm asking them.
He just asks the same things over and over. Robert, he's like a Etch-a-Sketch.
I haven't.
Shake him clean every time you say something to him.
Etch-a-Sketch. Do Etch-a-Sketches ask questions? Normally
No,
do?
I'm just-
The possessed ones do.
That'd be annoying if an Etch-a-Sketch just kept asking me questions.
It's more the fact that
Mm.
whatever was in your head
Mm.
was just gone.
Oh,
with
it
a-
gets wiped daily.
with a quick shake.
I don't think I've repeated any questions tonight. I will next time we do this.
I hope you do.
I'll ask all the same questions. Or I'm gonna study real hard and know everything. Oh, here's another cat.
You study.
I have a frost lynx to add to our cat deck.
Ooh. Frost Links.
Salamander. Trickster. And that's the same thing as the Frost Lynx, really.
Unsummon.
Good grief. What?
You have so many cards. It's overwhelming to me, and I'm not even.
It is.
I'm not even looking at them. And
That's
I'm
what I
like,
was saying. He's got too many. He's gonna be confused. He can't build a deck.
Or you're gonna go, hey, that card will be really good for this, and then it's gonna take you an hour to find it.
Yeah.
Next time you would draw a card this turn, each player returns a permanent he or she controls to its owner's hand instead.
Huh. Okay, well, so I had a couple of those. Now I have 7 of them.
Hey, there you go.
Catching you.
A lot of this Frost Trickster.
Let me see Frost Trickster.
He's a trickster. Be careful.
Oh, I kind of like that, honestly. You know, I got a deck full of birds.
I know you do.
Your bird looks like a cat, though.
Does it look like a cat?
Look at his head. Looks like ears.
Oh, yeah, it does. Doesn't it? If you look at it just right. Hmm. Bird cat.
Jesus, mind control. That's a good card. Okay, now the piles are getting smaller.
Hmm.
Take down.
It's gonna be a nightmare when we actually play and I realize what I've done to myself after building a deck.
No, it'll be fine. Ben and I haven't been secretly
I'm gonna
talking
be like,
about
I'm gonna
how
do this, and you're gonna be like, no, you can't play that because it does this. And I'm like, what? What does that mean?
well, this is a waste, isn't
Oh,
it?
well, I'll play this one. No, you can't do that either. Because you're dumb. Oh, that makes sense. A human pirate.
Are there inhuman pirates?
There's ghost pirates.
There we go.
There's probably zombie pirates.
Gosh. I don't remember using that. Target creature gains flying. Then you can pay another 5, tap it, and destroy target creature with flying.
Oh man. You know he's just gonna destroy us and then whatever we build.
No, because I'm going to screw up my first deck, that's for sure.
First deck. We have one chance.
Can't fucking screw it up. Can't screw it up.
If I know myself, I'm gonna build a deck that does amazing the first time we play it, and then something's gonna just magically happen, and it's gonna suck every other time that I play it.
It's not gonna be magic. It's gonna be that
Shut up.
Ben and I were stupid or something. and-
Magic.
Some of these I'm looking at and remembering, oh, there's a reason I never played those.
Scrivener. That could go with that.
It's so much fun to watch your mind work.
Oh, it's working hard.
I love watching.
This is the hardest my brain's worked in a long time.
I love it.
That guy's going with the. He might be able to see what I'm doing.
It's probably a good thing.
Secret.
It's gonna be funny later when you're asking me if what you just thought
no,
worked.
Yeah,
worked.
is this that good? Can you look through it and make sure you have cards that fit everything?
Yep, I can't wait.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna be confident. Ooh, Stealer of Secrets. That sounds fun. I'm gonna steal your secrets.
Don't. They're weird.
Okay.
That could be fun.
The more you talk, the more I'm like, I don't want to help him at all. I just want to see. I want to see what he does.
It could be amazing or such an unbelievable failure
'Cause
that no one can explain it.
Me and you, or me interrupting you on this stuff, could just make things boring.
It could. It could. My guess is I end up with a lot of cards that are almost unplayable in my hand, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do with these.
Yeah. Look at that guy.
What is that?
A buff.
What's the buff? What are these things?
These are all my little token cards that I
Oh.
have.
That's a cute little six-eared bunny. I'm gonna show it.
6-eared buddy.
It's a buff.
Buff. Don't really know what that means. But
I don't either. As cute as can be, though.
here's your bunny.
If any of you find a card that says put buff token creature into play, I want it.
I'll look for you, buddy. You can have it if I find one. Niblis of Dusk.
He'll give it to me. There'll only be one, and I'll play over and over and over again, just waiting for it to pop up.
Okay, like that. I think on my first deck I'm not going to do any doubles of anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the idea of doubles. Like, I get why you would do it, but I don't like the idea.
That's weird.
Well, it's me building a deck, so that makes sense.
Gonna take some of my happiness away knowing you're gonna build something stupid. Just right out of the gate. I wish I didn't organize these so.
It would be nice to have them that way when you're doing it all the time and you remember what you have, but
Yeah. I don't.
then you
like-
could just go, oh yeah, I know this one's right around here and pull it out.
It should be right in here. Inventor's goggles. Prosthetic injector.
Rick, it's making noise again.
That was my phone.
Oh.
Oh, speaking
Or
of.
are you talking about Matt?
I'll shut up. I'm not being a jerk.
I was wondering, I thought you were going to get your phone and then you went the opposite way, so.
I was, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Nice and warm. Oh yeah, this is.
Here, dude.
Oh. I should stream that way with just a camera right in your
Extreme
face.
close up of the face.
Who's Oglor?
Huh?
Who's Oglor?
That
The
guy
quote
right there.
at the bottom of it.
Oh. Oglor, create life. Oglor, take it away. Oglor, God. Until master return.
I guess Oglor is his master.
He doesn't have great speech, but it seems like he's very intelligent.
He's loyal, for sure.
He can create life, but he knows when master comes home,
Just stop talking.
he's in trouble. Artifacts. Oh. I can't tell if you're happy over there.
I think he's just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm remembering cards now, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. 'Cause I had some really good ones, and then I had some that were, you know. Apparently, I am incapable of putting them back into the weird box that I took them out of. Are we setting any rules on?
The only rules, there are no rules.
You can only use commons.
I
They
could
all-
probably do it.
They all have to be mammals.
Probably.
All mammal cards.
Mammals. Mammals only. Is a buff a mammal?
Yeah.
I need-
A buff's a mammal.
I need-
Looked like a mammal at least.
Okay, so they could look like mammals.
I'll retract. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some rules, because Ben is going to stomp us, and we're going to be like, hey,
Either that, or I'm gonna do something stupid and have too many high number cards. And
let's take it easy.
Another stealer of secrets. Stealing Ben's secrets too. Some of these cards are sad.
Here's
Something
that.
dies, draw a card. It's like you just put this card out so it dies.
At one point in time, they had some artifacts that were cost 0 to put out, and they did nothing. It was for the sole purpose of having another artifact to boost other artifacts. Blue.
Huh?
It's an artifact that costs 0.
That's exciting.
Gosh, I forgot. I had an entire box that was just zombies and goblins.
Nice.
Self-assembler.
Another Frost Lynx. Another cat card to add to the cat deck.
Okay, that's all that. Creatures. Multicolored creatures. Put you in front 'cause I don't know what else to do with you.
What does it mean when it says an artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less?
Total. It's like the total cost. So,
To play it?
so, like this
Yeah.
would be 2 because it's one of these and one of those.
Maybe. Maybe part of that.
Whirler Virtuoso.
Part of that. There. Let's see. Bud Wizard. Well, that's another Frost Trickster.
Okay. What are these? Oh crap.
A spy. Play my spy with my Stealer of Secrets.
Yeah, your decks are gonna be fun. Boom. Those are put away. What should I do with these freaking art cards? There's a forest.
Another Dewdrop Spy. Is a gate a type of land?
Oh god. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe.
Thank you.
Let's look at all my special lands and see if there's a land. That's a basic forest. What's it doing in here?
That.
Well, see, that land's a sphere, so yeah. Oh yeah, land, gate.
Oh. Gate.
Land, gate.
Huh. Look at that. Land gate.
Land, gate.
You got a lot of land gates. Right
Land
off the
gate.
bat. Okay, so here, control 2 or more gates. You may draw. Oh, that's it. You just get to draw a card. Look at a lot of those. Draw a card cards.
Does somebody mind if I start pilfering through there?
Pilfering.
I screwed it up. I get it.
You can pilfer through my black cards there if you want.
You know what's sad? I think I'm missing a box.
I don't know how you'd know that.
Cause so far all the boxes I've gone through have been commons.
Ooh, I like this guy. Just the picture. I haven't read the card.
I laid your blue box down so your cards didn't fit. Sneaky homunculus.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. They like to reprint that in all the core sets, so you'll probably see those a lot. Blight belly rat.
Oh, that's one of my new ones.
Would you like me to separate the rares for
Oh,
you
if you want to,
while I'm
yeah,
going
go
through
for it.
here?
You do you, buddy.
Holy God. You pay the kicker. Create 8 2/2 black zombie knight creature tokens with menace.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's kind of crazy. It's expensive.
It is.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Cat horror.
Yeah.
Horror.
Horror.
Elf assassin. Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna set that out so I can take a picture of it and try to buy some, because that's crazy.
Oh yeah. That's not bad.
If you're full of elves.
You like the elves.
Spectre. Rotted Hulk. Marsh Mist Titan.
Alright. Oh man.
Elf Spider. 2. Whenever Drider deals combat damage to a player, create a 2/1 black spider creature with menace and reach. That's kind of cool too. That is just a black frog. Boast. What are you thinking, Ben?
No, I'm just wondering where all my uncommons went.
Uncommons?
Mm-hmm. Because I got tons of commons. I can find my lands, I can find my decks, but I'm not finding my uncommons.
Oh gosh.
So I've got a theory on that, but I'm not saying that out
What?
loud.
What are you thinking?
That's the same thing as that. Frog wizard.
Frog wizard. Ew.
Burog befuddler.
Mhm.
It's a good one.
Oh yeah, here you go. Venture into the dungeon.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Is that a D&D set
I
card?
believe so. Personally, I didn't care for it. I wasn't a fan of the crossover.
I like the idea of them crossing over things and doing specialty stuff, but
I don't know, I just didn't enjoy the mechanic.
oh my god, Rick, your deck is driving me. Your organization is
I
driving me.
told you
up
none of
the
those are
wall.
organized.
I know, but it's driving me up the wall.
Alright.
Put them in order.
I told you I split them literally just into creatures.
Yeah.
And that's all that I didn't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
any
yeah.
organized.
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
read any of them because I wanted to
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
all here.
Yeah.
That.
Human pirate.
I don't know what you said, but I heard Chewy Pirate.
It's a cute little rat. Hey, Severed Legion. You remember Severed Legion?
Always made me think of the movie Idle Hands.
Yeah. Can't block humans. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, this is one of the dungeon things you were talking about.
Another dungeon.
Yep.
You got 2 cards there. I
Yeah,
think.
same.
Oh, gotcha.
Same thing.
Complete a dungeon. You may return Dungeon Crawler from your graveyard to your hand.
Seems odd that they would do sets that are so specific
Yeah.
gameplay for a game like this. I mean, I guess they get the name Dungeons and Dragons, and that helps.
Yeah.
Well, there's also another series that has the mechanic of nighttime and daytime. Nighttime, so the humans turn into werewolves.
That happened back when we were still playing, didn't it? Well, I only saw one rare in here, Rick. It's a really cool one.
Yeah. Oh, I also have, since you told me those were the summons.
Oh, the summons.
Yeah, got that. I did that on the blue, but not on mine.
See, now some of these could be rare because they didn't have the designation, so you
Right.
kind of have to look
You
them up.
realize it's been showing the card for like 10 minutes, right?
It's a good card.
It's a great card. It's the best card there is. I've read this card like 4 times, and every time I finish it, one of you says something, and I forget what the card said.
That's
Ugh.
Oh, man.
Rats.
Its power is equal to the number of rats that you have in play.
keep laughing because I've got what appears to be a deck, but I can't find any rhyme or reason behind it.
A been having fun deck. Ew, that one is gross. It's a gross card. I'd throw it away.
It's just 2 people dancing together.
They're bloody.
Doing the waltz.
Their skin is falling off. It's gross.
Now I want to put that in a deck just so you have to look at it.
Gross.
That's interesting.
Hey, consume spirit. Over here, it's kind of dumb. Vicious hunger. Target creature card from your graveyard to hand. Target player sacrifices a creature. 2 so far. You're not doing as good on your.
Yeah. I think black was one I had almost the least of.
Well, in the beginning, we each chose colors and went, yeah, that's what I'm playing.
Turn target creature card
Well,
from
none
a
of this was
graveyard
from my beginning
into
bid.
I know, I'm just.
Okay, that's cool too. That's an interesting one. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So you can take our creatures and make them indestructible. So you got the beginnings of some fun black stuff. So you can't find your uncommons, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
This had to be a weird attempt at a deck that went sideways. What on earth? Oh, it must have been a. This was one of my $5 color deck attempt.
You had a $5 limit?
No, 5 color deck.
Oh, 5 color. I do like
Because
that.
I have all colors in here. So of course it was ridiculously huge.
Look at that thing.
I don't know why. Every single time I tried to do a 5 color deck, it failed if I did a 60 card deck. And it wasn't from, being milled or anything. It just, I don't know. I could never make it run properly.
There's something to do with dragons. I didn't see any dragons, but I wasn't particularly paying too close of attention. So you got something going? Or you that? So you got these in the black, but they're technically artifacts. But you pay black mana for them.
Right.
So you put them with black. I put them with artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
That's lands. There's your black rares.
Okay.
You should put these in a little protector box for your deck if you're building a deck at some point.
Right.
There's some cool stuff in there. You can probably put together an okay black deck.
Yeah.
Here's one of these.
So I've dwindled my creatures down.
Dwindled.
It's actually 60 exactly. For
That's
some
too
reason.
many.
That is. And then these 5 that are the start of a deck.
Do you want to show me or you want to keep it a secret?
It's going to be a secret to everyone, including myself. Most likely.
I can't remember that guy.
Yeah, that was a huge pain in the ass with that card.
I do have 2 of these, and it says whenever you play a Spirit of Arcane spell, but I don't know.
But what now?
Spirit of Arcane spell?
A spirit or arcane spell. So there's spirits and arcanes.
World Slayer. That was such a pain. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy all permanents other than World Slayer.
Yep.
So you just wipe the board and you've got an equipment, and it's like,
Yep.
just hope you have more land in the deck. Oh man, eyes are watering. Oh, you're talking about flipping a coin?
You got some coin flipping cards?
If you would flip a coin instead, flip 2 coins and ignore 1.
Hell yeah.
Flip 2 coins.
I didn't remember coin flipping being that big of a thing, but it must have been. If...
I remember Larkin had a bunch of coin flip cards.
Oh gosh, I remember that now.
Because He made everybody start carrying coins.
He isn't there for now.
Yeah, and I remember Altar of Shadows because I'd always try to use it, but everybody'd obliterate me or obliterate the card before I could.
He's here.
7, tap the card, destroy target creature, then put a charge counter on Altar of Shadows.
Let's look here. White cards I had the most creatures of. Gosh. Yeah. Quite a few of those. Whether or not they're good, I don't know. Look at that guy. He's funny looking.
Money changer.
Money changer.
Does 3 damage to you when summoned. Put 3 credit counters on Money Changer. During your upkeep, put 1 credit counter on Money Changer. Sacrifice Money Changer to gain 1 life for each credit counter on it. That sounds worthless.
Probably. I mean, look at him. What do you expect him to do? You can't see this guy and think, oh, he's going to be a great deal.
He's gonna be a great deal. You might think he's gonna be a great deal.
No. There's no way.
He might think that, not you.
Oh, he might think it.
Okay, let's just take a peek at the old bird deck here.
Might be cool. Might be cool.
So really those.
What are you going through now?
I'm looking at my birds.
Oh, bird deck. Do you consider griffins to be birds?
No, it has to say bird.
Oh, you're literally using
It yeah.
birds.
So I had these cards in here.
Flutterfox.
Remember, bird is put into your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on this, and then all your birds get +1/+1. So I was constantly causing my birds to die so that the birds would get
So
bigger.
your other birds would get big.
Whenever Celestial Gatekeeper is put into a graveyard from play, remove it from the game. Bird entered cleric cards. Okay, so those are birds. That's bird. That's bird.
Ooh, here's another cat. Cat warrior.
Yeah, you'll find quite a few cats in the white. Okay, so these don't really have bird things.
In your bird deck?
Well, I mean, it's just generic stuff to help. And these are just birds, so those are just filler. So you got the draw cards.
What's that thing?
Then you got the bird,
That does not look like
bird.
a moth. It's a bird soldier.
It does not look like a moth.
Look at that. That looks like a moth to you?
Oh, a gross one. Look at all them wings. They're all flapping all over the
Yeah.
place.
Wow. That's what wings do.
Okay.
Lion.
What?
I was just reading up on the Planeswalkers because I forgot I even had one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Basically, during my turn, for instance, on this one, it starts with 5 counters on it because of the 5 in the bottom. And then if it gets attacked, I can use the other creatures I have to try to defend it as if it was defending me. Or if none of them can defend, it takes off one of the counters. And if it hits 0, it goes in the graveyard. But during my turn, I can add a counter and have a target player discard a card.
Yeah.
If I remove 2, I can search my library for a card, then shuffle my library and put that card on top of it. And if I manage to get high enough and I can remove 8, put all creature cards in all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. So it's a matter of getting it high enough to use the giant ability so you can just wipe everybody out.
Yeah. You have to make one of those decks that allows you to put counters here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I think I figured it out. One of us has a rat deck. One of us has a cat deck. One of us has a hound deck.
Yeah. So it's like Tom and Jerry with Butch. Wasn't Butch the dog?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Boy, I was just thinking I'd have more rares in all these white cards, but
No.
clearly I do not. I have those 2. One of them is pretty good.
Okay, so
Does this mean you have to have 2 of every land to do with this part? Or is that 2 of just any of them? I think I've seen it like that.
look at the top 6 cards of your library. You reveal up to 2. The rest on the bottom of your library. Yeah, it looks like 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red, and 2 green. But that's a lot to put a dot, because typically if it's a color they put multiple dots.
Right,
so I
yeah.
think that is
Yeah.
8. You may reveal up to 2 cards from a. Yeah, that's a lot to. It's a lot to play.
Yeah. This one doesn't seem bad. Good one.
Destroy all non-giant creatures. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from the exile. So I think what this is in your hand, you can play it as the creature
Yeah.
or play it as this.
I assumed you could do that
I don't
on
know.
after you play that.
I don't think so. I don't, because this isn't an ability. It's calling it a adventure sorcery something.
It's the cast on.
Now I'm curious.
Correct me if I'm wrong in thinking that.
I assumed you played the card and then you did the cast off whenever you wanted to eliminate all the
Yeah,
creatures.
that's too crazy. I think that you can just constantly destroy every
Well, you can only do
creature.
it once. It exiles the card.
Yeah, but then it says you can play the creature back from your.
Yeah, I mean, if you had something.
The
that
way I
brought things
understand it, you
back.
can do one or the other. You can either have the creature with vigilance or you can play the sorcery.
Oh, okay.
You may cast this from exile. So I don't think that you can play the creature, play that, then you exile this, but you can play the creature back, and so you can just keep regurgitating. So I think if it's in your hand, you can play the cast off.
But then you
But
can
I-
do that over and over again.
No, because it goes in your graveyard if you play that. If you play the source, you play it like a sorcery, it goes into your graveyard. That's not exile. Exile is out of the game. Graveyard is like your discard pile. So you couldn't play
But
it.
it says you may cast the creature later from exile.
Yes, if it's exiled.
Yeah, but
If
this
you
side
play-
is always exile.
No. If you
Yeah.
play that,
Destroy all non-giant creatures, then exile this card.
oh, so it's still a loop no matter what.
Yeah.
Let me see it again.
You may cast the creature later from exile. So you can play the creature back into play.
Isn't the whole thing a creature either way?
Well, no,
No.
if it's in your hand and you're playing the sorcery part of it, it doesn't go in. Yeah, it does go into exile. So you do that, you destroy everything and exile it.
And then
That's what I'm saying. Then you can bring it back, but you can't play
You can't
this
do that
if the
side
creature's
again.
in play.
Oh, okay.
And if a creature dies, then it goes into your graveyard and you
Okay.
can't do it. Now, if somebody, because you can have like abilities that exile a creature, if they exile it, then you can do the loop again.
Right. But it
Yeah,
would just
if you had
loop
a
as
way
the-
of
but then it would
constantly-
just loop as the creature, not the
Yeah,
other side.
yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Sort of, it's a typical white thing to
Yeah.
pay a whole bunch of mana to destroy a bunch of things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I saw one card at one point, and essentially it was 4 cards in one. You just got to pick which one you wanted to use.
Yeah.
And it was 4 different colors.
Okay.
Now, here you go. This guy puts cats into play. Cat tokens.
Yeah.
Bin's a cat.
It got Rick, so I'm happy.
Alright. I don't have a lot of, at least great rares in the deck. Hunt for rares again.
The hunt for rares.
Can you toss some my way?
Huh?
No, do you need me to look through some?
No. I'm just
Okay.
looking through. You got plenty to look through, Ben.
Well, my problem is my uncommons aren't here, so that kind of throws a wrench in my plan.
Is this guy more gross or the bloody waltz people?
Bloody waltz people.
Definitely bloody waltz people.
This is kind of gross, but not as bad. You know what's more
Looks
gross?
much more torturous.
You know what the grossest thing about this is?
What?
That chin strap of a beard he has.
Yeah, he does have a chin strap beard.
Here's a siren pirate.
Ooh. Oh. We got 3 rares just from this little bit. In green.
Ooh.
Oh. Green might be the
Uh,
one that has the most rares.
This one's about worthless unless you have a whole bunch of spikes.
I might.
But guess who has a whole bunch of spikes?
Hey. So,
You remember this guy? I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you got one, but
Yeah, you pointed it out earlier.
did I?
Yes.
No.
Here's one for you.
Oh my god. Okay. Put a level up counter on this. Level up only as a sorcery. Okay, so you level him up and he gets better.
Mm-hmm.
310? Jesus.
Yeah, but look at how many times you have to do it before.
Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 mana.
Yeah. So like the next step gives you vigilance, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So devoid. This card has no color.
Yeah, I've come
What does
across
that
the
exactly mean?
I've come across a few devoid things. I'm not exactly sure.
Is that just in case something targets a certain color? It
Yeah.
doesn't get targeted. Even
I
though
think
it's
there was a whole set that had a bunch of devoid stuff.
I'd have to see one of the cards.
Yeah, it's just
Right there in
it's just
that hand.
devoid. This
Oh.
card has no color, so I've got a few devoid cards as well. I don't know if it's like deck worthy, but oh my god, that's my white creatures. I don't know why I said that so softly.
You did. It's a secret. I stole that secret from you. That's what just happened.
Damn it.
I mean, not bad. I don't know what the point of it being colorless is.
When you cast Vile Redeemer, you pay
It's probably a mechanic we don't remember.
9 under your control this turn. These toughness. Oh, just like a little creature
Must have
mana.
bought these off of somebody because I don't remember any of these cards.
You do not belong right there.
Alright. Apparently, most of my rares were at the very front of that stand.
Oh, yeah,
Thought I was
that's
gonna have more, but
probably disheartening.
I mean that's probably better than any other color
Yeah.
so far as just the amount of rares, not necessarily that they're
Soldiers. Bird.
great. Bird.
Whenever Glint Hawk enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. Okay, well that's interesting, because it would enter, and then if you didn't do that, it would go right into the graveyard. Okay, that could work. That could work.
Could it work?
It could work. Cat Monk.
I like the look of that card.
Plus
Try that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna show everybody?
Just one game.
Right.
Just a cheap.
Just a +2/+2 and trample till the end of no. Till the end of turn. I feel like I'm the only one showing cards and I'm showing the dumb ones.
You're showing the dumb ones, yeah.
Ben's over there hoarding all these rares that no one gets to see. Silently scheming.
Whenever a
rares in
creature-
there? Oh, there's one. As I say it.
It's +1/+1 till the end of turn. I don't know how cool that one is. Targets him. Oh, I could use those. Squadron Hawk.
I do hate how they write some of this stuff.
What?
Well, like the way they do their number. look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom of your library. Like there's 40 of them, but there's only 2. And the rest
Any
on the top of any order.
numbers.
Your only option is 1 and 1 if you split them up.
Little Meyer
Nice.
creator.
What's that from? Gosh, I can't remember the symbols
Ah,
anymore.
there's so many of them.
Silver coat line.
Look at this giant shiny kitty cat. Are you jealous?
A little, yeah. See, now we're gonna. Oh, I already have some of those. Gotcha.
I like some of the older cards. They went dark with it, with the pictures.
Like what?
This one I think is goofier, but
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this card.
I remember playing it quite a bit.
Feast of the Unicorn. Oh yeah, he's ripped the unicorn horn off.
Mm-hmm.
Here when you want to show the ripped off unicorn. Oh God, I'm such a klutz. There you go. Such a klutz. Cat night. Sacrifice a land. I don't think I'd want to do that.
Don't remember what it was, but there's a card that lets you play lands from your graveyard.
It's a nightmare squirrel. I don't even know what the thing was. It's just that's a pretty good.
That's just great.
Helica glider.
Griffin. Can Hey, look, I have one of those. It's not as good as yours, but it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah. I've had a few that have the 2 different things at the bottom.
Here you go, Matt.
Yeah, gross. Yeah, gross. Did she wipe stuff on his face, or is he?
I think she burned his skin off with her hand.
Okay, well that's not as bad as like wiping something on his face.
No, I mean she wiped it on his face. Oh my gosh.
Nomad.
Oh, this one's even better.
Eyeball.
Yeah, I got one of those. It's
What do energy counters do?
They count as energy.
And that does what for me? It has an energy counter.
well, the energy's there when you need it, I guess.
So, nothing. Perfect.
I don't know, buddy. I wish I knew.
Goat.
See that. Goat. Left my card on it.
Oh, see? Goat. He's energy counters. He enters the battlefield with 2, and it says you can pay 2 energy counters to put a +1 counter on it.
You right over there?
Nope.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh, that's an interesting. Cost 4 though. I don't think I'd use it. What's a Griffin's? I have lots of Griffins. Why do I have so many Griffins?
Were you trying to start a Griffin deck?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, you're complaining about how many Griffins you have.
mean,
It only makes sense.
I guess. Bird Warrior.
Burb.
How's it going over there with green?
I'm liking green so far, what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I'm going through it a little bit more than I did the other colors too. So as far as the instants and stuff, I didn't really go through
Bird.
most of the other colors.
Elephant giant bird. Bird.
That's the wrong one.
Okay, those are a birdie guy. Kind of birdie. Bird. Hippogriff.
Hypocrite?
Griff. Shriek raptor.
Alright, that was the vampire attempt.
We found the vampires. Is provoke worth it? Oh, what are all these cards not doing in proper order?
Yeah, your order's killing me, buddy.
It is. Oh man, I'm embarrassed. What's going on here?
As long as you're embarrassed, that's what matters. Okay, this looks like what I was looking for. Page. What the?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why?
That's a good one.
What is it?
It's ridiculous, is what it is.
Is that thing? Hmm. Put on these as potential deck making cards.
Ooh. Sounds promising.
Now let's go through my red creatures and hope we have a ton of awesome rares.
Ton of awesome
At
rares.
least something that's worth it. I think red is the one I have the least amount of cards for.
Watch it be one you have lots of rares and you just can't
And I
support them.
can't do anything with. Yeah. Why got that fancy looking rare card.
Ooh, fancy looking rare card.
Fancy looking rare card.
I think they've been disturbed by that card line of Mal.
No, leave it. I mean, unless you want it back, and we'll give it to you. I was just joking. Cat cleric.
There's 6. Oh, wow. That really slid for some reason. Feels like Friday for some reason.
Yeah.
Wish it was Friday.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
It didn't pop up on there.
No, I see that.
How long ago was Loris?
I don't know, it doesn't say.
Hello. Hello.
She said bless you for when I sneezed, so it's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Way to
Sorry, Laura, we're doing multi-stream and your my YouTube chat is not popping up like it should. Here. Yep, it's on there.
Oh, look at that. Hi, guys. Why are you
Yep.
whispering? I don't know. I'm weird. A rare bin sighting. Yeah. Yeah, we're all here.
Yep.
Bless you. Imagine that's what Gene Simmons would look like if he turned into the Incredible Hulk. That's a good one.
Yep. How are you, Laura?
Now. I need to figure out a way.
Wait to what?
Well, I'm just thinking about this. Bird. Let's put your graveyard from play.
Are you really focusing on your bird deck?
We're building decks, right?
I know. Is that what you're focusing on?
Well, I'm just I got some new cards. I saw some new birds.
Just revamping the birds.
Just
huh?
seeing what I got. What I got to. Lifelink.
Six rares.
Let me take a peek.
One of them's a planeswalker.
Let me take a peek. Let's see what you got.
I haven't read 'em
Oh,
yet.
you read. I'll
I haven't
keep
read 'em
when
yet,
you're when you're
buddy.
done. Let me take a peek. We'll see what you got. Righteous Blow.
Yeah. We all did.
Deals.
Oh, actually, two of them are play. I forgot this one was a planeswalker, the fancy one.
That creature can't block this combat. Well, that's pretty solid. And it's a
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
Deals 1 damage to a creature,
So-
and that creature can't block. And it only costs 2. So if you had enough mana, you could.
Just obliterate.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, we're doing all right, though.
Withdraw, yeah.
We're doing all right. Trying to get back into Magic, and I know nothing about it, so it's overwhelming. But so, do we have any idea what the numbers mean on the Planeswalker cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just looking at it.
So
Should be bottom right.
Right, but there's numbers in the, like, you have 3 options almost with the plus ones or plus
yeah.
something.
Did you figure out what that means?
Yeah, the +1 is something you do as a sorcery during your turn, and it'll give you another counter on the Planeswalker. The next one down, you remove only a couple, and you can do whatever that is. If you build up enough, you can either wipe out your Planeswalker or lower its ability, but it's like a massacre type of thing.
So those are removing counters from it.
Uh-huh. Essentially, it starts off with how many counters is in the bottom right.
So is that like a 5/5 then? If it
So
says
is it-
5 in the bottom right?
Well, here's the thing. It does not directly attack.
So it has no power and toughness until
The-
you start putting 1/1 counters on it.
It doesn't have any power and toughness. If it starts with 5 counters
Uh-huh.
and say somebody attacks you and you've only got a 2/2 creature other than this and it has trample and say it's a 5/5, well, 3 damage would still go to either that or to you, so it would remove 3 counters. But it doesn't ever directly attack.
Don't feel bad.
Oh, man.
This is assuming I've read it correctly.
I'm okay. Let me see this one. So the counters.
So the Planeswalker doesn't attack.
No.
If I put this out, it does not ever attack you.
But
No.
It can block.
Is that
Technically-
the number that it blocks?
But see, you can't take 8 away from 5. So you got to be able to put more of whatever that is in there to activate the ability.
Yeah, like that top one. During your turn as a sorcerer, you can do that,
Oh.
and it adds 1
So
to
then
it.
it has 6.
Uh-huh. So you have to, over time,
So you do
Okay.
that every turn and build up that number.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Do this.
To be
yeah,
able
to
to
be
do
able
that.
to do the big one on the bottom.
So it starts off at 5, right? And then you, or
Yeah.
whatever's in the bottom right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you do those each turn.
And only if it
Increase
takes
it.
damage do you remove them, or if you...
So if I build this up to a 7 over 2 turns, and then you attack, and I block, does it lose those based on how much attack your card has?
That's the way I understand it, but I think what you can do is instead of blocking with that, you can just let the damage come straight to you.
Right. Yeah, or block it with a different card. But that's how it would work if you did block with this.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming it can block. I think a lot of the stuff with the planeswalkers is the target creature or planeswalker gets dealt whatever, or gets destroyed, or I'm still reading on it, so because it's new to me.
Yeah, boy. Okay, there's those. Probably read one of them already, but
Yeah. Basic mountain, reveal it and put it into your hand and then shuffle. To target creatures and mountains you control. Okay, so that's pretty cool because you just
so it's kind of cool.
you just cycle mountains into your play, and then you deal damage with it. You get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem deals 4 damage. So I'm guessing an emblem is like it permanently attaches to this.
I'd have to see it.
Whenever in a mountain, yeah.
That's one I haven't read on yet, but yeah, that sounds right.
So it sounds like you get that permanently.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. This is kind of crazy.
Oh, the one that I've got starts with 5, but if I could do -8, put all creature cards and all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control.
So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ. Pay 7, monstrosity 3. If this creature isn't monstrous, put 3 +1/+1 counters on it and becomes monstrous. When Ember Swallower becomes monstrous, each player sacrifices 3 lands. Of course, that costs 7 to play, so I don't know if that's too cool. Whenever Frame Champions attack, another target attacking knight you control gets +1/+0. Equip abilities you activate that target cost 3 less. Okay, so that's kind of cool, but you don't have any other equipment boosters. So that might not.
Which one was that?
It's built for like a, what was it, a knight or soldier?
Yeah, this was the one that was confusing my brain to read, so.
Yeah, knight. So this would be more like you're building a white-red deck because there's a lot of white knights, and then you would put equipment in it. So that's cool. Megamorph. You may cast this card face down to turn it face up anytime for its Megamorph cost and put a +1/+1 counter until the end of turn. Well, that's kind of a fun little thing.
A fun little thing.
So these are just crazy cards that have super cool abilities.
Yeah.
I don't know how cool this one is. This one's cool if you could put some equipment together.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to go through, find some knights and some artifact equipment.
Yeah.
So this is by far the coolest rares you have.
Yeah.
Combat damage, put a blaze counter on that, remove 5 blaze counters. Just 5 damage to target creature or player. Okay, so that's not terrible. You got like a damage dealer. Kinda got a damage dealer thing going on here.
Yeah.
Top card of your library. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Play the top card of your library. You can't play cards from your hand. You can't play cards from your hand. I don't like that.
Which one are you reading?
This guy. Experimental Frenzy. Sounds like a bin card.
No, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's
Look at your top card of your library. You can play it at any time, but you can't play cards in your hand. But then you could pay to sacrifice it. So if you wanted to,
Yeah.
from the game.
I think that's all the rares in red. The red rares.
Yeah, so I kind of like these two together for sure.
These two? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, those two for sure. This kind of goes with that. It's just like sort of a dealing random damage.
Yeah.
That could get pretty devastating.
So on the
This is just giving you mana, so you could throw that into about anything. It gives you mana and then lets you draw cards. then you can play spells from your graveyard. So that even kind of goes in with that. It's
This
like
one confused me with the he deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this combat, but is that on top of the 5/4?
no, the damage is completely separate from power and toughness in any
Okay.
way.
So he does that.
So essentially, what you're going to do with this is when you go to attack, you're going to spend your mana to deal damage to whatever creatures I would have,
yeah.
and that just deals damage. The cool part about that 1 damage really isn't anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's they can't what was it? They can't block. Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
block. So if you had enough mana, you could essentially make everything I have not able to block and then freely attack me. The 1
Do
damage,
that multiple times?
yeah,
Oh, I can do that to as many things
as
as I want?
much mana as you have. But you're going to do that to the opposite player's creatures.
Yeah. Right, that's what I meant.
And so, like, if I had this card, you would do 1 damage to it, which would make it a 4/4. But then it couldn't block, and if that was the only one I had, then whatever you attacked, I just went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know that this is all that great. And like I said, this one's good if you're doing like an equipment thing.
Yeah.
This is just kind of ornery, so you could probably put it in
This one's
about.
only great in the sense of it would destroy someone else's lands. And
Yeah.
It could affect them, but
Right, but look how much it costs to do
Right.
that.
yeah.
So by the time you have 7 lands, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it might affect me a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'd almost have to have a land heavy deck, so I got 7 lands a lot faster than you could get lands, and then
yeah, then you could kind of hold.
So we used to play this game 20 years ago,
Got it.
and I keep saying that because it bothers them for some reason.
20.
It just doesn't feel right.
Ben has. Oh, they both kept most of their cards from when we played.
I kept all of mine, but
Yeah.
I'm missing some, so I'm kind of curious if they didn't make it or if they disappeared
But-
and walked out.
I know I haven't played since that 20 years ago. Matt, you haven't really played since then. Ben, you've played some, right? But not a lot
Yeah.
since then.
I've played once or twice. People be like, "Oh, hey, you want to do this?"
Yeah, so really we haven't played it at all in quite a while. I got my cards from a thrift store
yep.
because I had gotten rid of all of my cards.
Like a weirdo.
Well, to be fair, my cards were terrible, so there was no reason to keep them.
I kind of wish you still had yours so I could see if it was just.
Right. If it was just me not caring.
You
or if
might
it
have
was-
had some, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Elephant.
Elephant.
It's making me sore.
How's it making you sore?
Just sitting here punched over cards.
That's why you sit back and look at them.
Yeah. Probably. What did I? Oh yeah, I had these two. I forgot I took these out of there. I had some more
Art cards.
art cards. Oh, and I got some dice too.
Oh, nice.
What kind of? Are those just like regular dice?
These are. These are from the thrift store. I didn't buy these.
Oh.
They were had some fancy metal dice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I bought these.
Look at you and your little dice pouch.
Yeah, I bought these because they're just counter dice,
Oh, that's really cool.
and I've got pluses, and then this one's all minuses, the green,
Look at those.
Yeah. I'd seen those online.
and these are the same thing but minuses.
Well, that's cool.
So I bought those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that.
These came in from here.
Oh, looky there.
Fancy little one.
There's you a full set of. That's you a full set of nerd dice right there, buddy.
Nerd dice.
Yeah, those will be good for
Oh,
us
that's
playing.
interesting. They're hollow metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the ones I'd seen, they were metal. They had weight.
Oh, and here's the energy reserve spot.
Hey.
So is energy your life? Or is it different?
No, I think it's just a different thing.
Those are the art cards that were in the things. They got pebbles in there.
Yeah, but we used to use those as like creature tokens and things
Mhm.
before there were cards that said this is a creature token.
Yeah.
Now, originally we went with pennies, and then we found those flattened pieces, and we're like, oh, this is interesting.
It's dice.
There's my dice. A couple of life counter dice and I don't have any actual nat 20s.
Fancy dice here. Felt like I started talking quieter when I picked up this game.
You did.
It felt awkward. There's Matt. Ben.
Ben looked devastated.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got these little pouches. But I figured these were good. If I needed extra life, I could use some of these other ones.
Yeah,
Because it even has like a 10, 20, 30
yeah.
one. So. But I figured the counter ones would be good, so I bought those.
I do like those a lot. Where'd you buy those at?
Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I got this for you, so you could learn how to play Magic.
Thanks, Vicky.
Hey. Hey.
Thanks, Mom.
I don't know why that's funny when you said that.
I think it was the way
Dude.
you said it.
My people are showing up tonight.
Yeah, they are. No, this is not D&D. This is Magic: The Gathering.
Magic.
It is just a card game. D&D is not really a card game at all.
There are some D&D
There
cards
are
in
D&D
this game
cards.
now. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control,
I
put-
had something else to show you. Oh, I have something that has nothing to do with magic, but
that-
it
what's-
entertained me.
yeah, but-
That's scary.
Well, Photoshop
Oh God!
has
What have you
gotten
done?
into the AI business now, and you can do AI things.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, but your little cartoon faces, I had it make bodies for them.
Oh hell yeah! Look at that.
So I added the Rick and Matt gaming on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do this.
Is that gonna work?
That'll work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Here,
Yeah.
you want me to?
No,
you
yeah.
got it. All right.
And then
That's freaking
I
hilarious.
had it put Matt in a suit.
Okay. My
Um,
hand's a little
Your
weird.
hand has been in an accident. I think Ben's are worse. Oh wait.
Renzo.
Oh, stop.
What?
Oh man,
Why am I a referee with busted fingers?
I don't know.
you got a long neck too.
I don't know,
I know.
but I thought it was funny, so I kept it.
Oh my god.
So I did that.
That's pretty funny.
It gives you can do, like I just put your face on there, and then I highlight just a blank section of the
Yeah.
Photoshop, and I can do and I can tell it to put anything there, and it generates like 3 options. Some of them are terrible and don't make sense at all, and
Right.
some of them are great. Bins was terrible and great. all at once.
You say so.
Okay, well that's kind of an interesting ad. So, Ben, what other color would have some birds in it?
Birds.
Black?
Blue, green. If black has it, probably be like a zombie bird.
Yeah, because I'm just. Just looking at the stuff that actually is like bird boosting, and it's all white. Except for this one blue card that lets me draw a card for each bird in play, which is pretty solid when you need to put a bunch of birds into play. You just keep drawing cards. You know? But really, other than that, I just have some, blue birds with cool abilities.
Wait, that one's a bird?
Bird beast.
Oh my gosh.
That one's kind of cool. Lets you draw a card when it dies, which kind of goes with this because you're putting birds in the graveyard. Have you peeked at all yours?
I peeked at most everything. Yep.
So what are you thinking?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm thinking that I don't know. Green was triggering something in my brain for some reason.
Green's fun.
I'm wanting to go black artifact.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Go with what you like.
Yeah. Zombies. Bog Imp.
So like on this, does that mean it adds a permanent land? So every time I tap it, I get a new land?
No.
Okay.
It just adds for that turn 1 green mana.
Okay. And how does that help me if this gets tapped? Because that's taking away a land.
It's okay.
If I'm taking away a land to add a land, it doesn't.
This is not a land.
That's what it is.
This side's a land. This
what I'm
side's
talking
not
about.
a land.
Yeah.
So if this is face up, this doesn't exist.
I know. I was talking about the land side.
So if you tap this to add a green one, it's just like you have a creature that's also a land.
But the land is the same thing.
Oh.
Talking about the land, Matt.
So yeah, it
The
does.
land.
It does exactly what a land does. It just says that.
Oh. Well, that's
Um,
confusing, isn't it?
Well, so there's all kinds of weird things. You wanna look at
Well,
some-
I know there are. Most lands don't say that you tap them to add
all
land.
the specialty ones say tap for
Okay.
mana.
So-
You gotta think land is not land and mana are two different things. So when you see that, it's not add 1 land, it's add 1 mana. And then this is a land that when you tap it gives you mana. It just doesn't say that.
Gotcha.
Do you?
That's dumb.
It doesn't cost 5 land to cast this. It costs 5 mana.
Right. I get that, but they're the same thing.
So, yeah, I
It's just weird
agree
that it
with you.
says that.
I agree with you. I don't like using those.
Yeah.
First off, they come into play tapped. Why not just put a regular land in?
Right.
Like that one has the added bonus that you flip it, but like.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
Yeah, because the creature makes sense that you can tap it and add a land. But the land doesn't.
So, like, this one makes absolutely no sense to me to use. You get one or the other, but it enters tapped,
Yeah.
and so you don't get to use it the first turn.
Right.
Then I guess if you had like a multi-deck and you needed random colors,
If you had
but-
a red and black deck, then it could be either. That would make sense.
I guess, but man, I just would put. Or here, how about this one? This one's aggravating. Put it into play, tap it, and then search for a normal land that you can't put into play. Hey, I want to fill my deck with a card that just gets me the card that I want, but that's a land. But Rick, if you like that, I would gladly share
No,
some
I'm
of
good.
these with you.
No, Laura, we are not in a basement. We are at my work, actually. Hanging out at the thrift store.
Look,
Oh, I don't even have that camera pulled up.
here's another one. It's the same thing, just
Yeah.
a different one. So you can just put all these in there and not have any lands.
So this is my offices of the thrift store. And I run that window out there, goes out to the thrift store. You can't see it because the lights are off.
Are we in a basement? That's where we used to do this.
That is where we used to play this. We used to play this in Ben's basement. I do like having control of the camera while I'm sitting here. That gives me
Yeah.
power that I shouldn't have.
Click the multi-stream real quick.
Last time I did, there was nothing. Oh, it's back.
Oh,
Oh, it's
it's gone. That was quick. Quick.
I'll leave it
quick.
up first. Maybe it'll pop back up. Yeah, I checked a minute ago. Oh, yeah, there. It came back.
Okay. Bat.
Just isn't showing.
Zombie, 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 zombie. Lots of zombies.
This is just
And you're staring.
I'm thinking.
basic lands.
What are you thinking?
What I want in the deck versus how many cards I can have.
Like the old ones used to have a T
Tap. T for tap.
tap.
Tap,
Yep.
tap, tap.
Yeah, so those are all just basically
On the upside, I should have plenty of swamp.
dumb.
Okay. Yeah. So that's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything.
So this one, at least you could sacrifice and get 2 added to your mana pool.
Yeah.
I guess that's something.
So, this, if you got it early, would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because by your second turn, you could have 3, but then this goes away,
So
and
you
then
could
you're
have
back down to.
2, yeah.
Well, I was saying 3 is you
Oh,
play this your
yeah,
first
so-
turn.
oh.
Second turn, this comes
Yeah.
in. Now you have 3, but then by your fourth turn, you're back down to 1 or 2.
Oh, so it's just for that one turn, it doesn't add it permanently?
We have
to
to
your
s-
mana pool?
No, mana pool empties at the end of your turn.
Gotcha.
You can't
So that's worthless.
Conserve mana. I mean, like I said, it's a good like one shot to boost a mana,
Right.
but I'd rather have a land in there in place. You know, just give
Whenever
me.
enchanted land is tapped for mana, it produces an additional
For
land mana.
oh yeah, so this is really cool. I used to play with these a
Yeah.
lot. You enchant your land, and so then when you tap it, you get 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
So that's really cool if you're
Gotcha.
building a green deck for some
Okay.
mana
That
boost.
makes sense.
You know, there could be some red birds, right? You think there's some red birds?
Possibly, but I don't remember any. But then again, I don't remember much about the red.
I thought you were gonna be like, I don't remember much. Then again, I don't remember much. There's a devil.
It's scary.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Basic.
Dragoon.
There's my fancy shiny.
Shiny land. So,
Shiny man.
you weren't around for it, Rick, but I was awful obsessed with shiny lands back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna buy shiny lands, but they were quite a bit more expensive. so
well,
I
and
backed off.
so here's the downfall of the shiny lands.
They get no more shiny after a while.
They start doing that.
Oh,
Doing what?
just curving.
Curving.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
I
I do like the shiny cards. Every time I see one, I'm like, ooh.
have quite a few.
Yeah.
Okay, so far,
Alright, what is this one here?
no birds of note. Why'd you laugh?
I don't know.
He's losing it, Matt. Don't worry about it.
I don't like you laughing at me like that.
Uh,
Felt like you were laughing at me, not with me.
it was. I mean, I would never laugh at you, buddy. Never.
There's a red bird, but if somebody else has a wizard, they get to take it from me. And that's not really what you want, right?
Yeah.
Why do I even have that card? It's dumb. Worm, Minotaur, Boar,
Ing.
Beast.
I got both of you with that one.
I forgot about this card that I had out for the testing. I don't even remember what it was now. Legendary creature shapeshifter. If the prismatic piper is your commander, choose a color before the game begins. This is one of those
Those are
weird
your
ones.
screwy cards.
I'll put it with the other screwy cards.
I think that's why I left it out, because it was one I didn't understand, and I was like,
One.
Huh?
one you didn't understand?
Yeah, I said it'd be one of the ones I didn't understand.
I was making fun of your
Yeah.
one.
Well, there's still so much I don't understand
We know.
about life in general. If we can talk about that for a little bit.
All right. What do you got going on?
I don't know. Look at Ben's fancy duct tape case.
This is duct tape.
Yeah, but his is just a little duct tape flap.
Oh. Oh.
Yours is cardboard with duct tape over it. If you built the whole thing out of cardboard, I'd be impressed.
Duct tape flap.
You're a duct tape flap.
Your face is a duct tape flap.
This is a normal conversation for us.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has a power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, so that kind of works. So I guess I'll just stick with blue. That's kind of a cool bird. Bear.
Yeah, one of my YouTube comments showed
Hey,
up on there.
cool.
That's fun that just works like 1 out of every 40 messages that people type. That's efficient.
It is.
Super efficient.
Illusion. Just a random little bird. Homunculus
Homunculus.
can only block creatures with flying. That seems like a unnecessary thing to have to deal with. You do have some wizards going on here. Wingspan Mentor enters the battlefield. Put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with flying. That's kind of cool. Flyer booster. Hey, Frost Lynx.
Hey, that's a different looking Frost Knight.
Is it?
You know? Oh, you're in blue. I think mine are all in black, but that was fun.
Zombie Drake. Turtle. Cycling. Light up. That's interesting. Bird Wizard. Surge. You may cast this your surge cost if your teammate has cast another spell. Okay. Bird.
Bird.
Oh, that one's good. Whenever another creature dies, you may draw a card, but you have to discard a card. Maybe. Bird. No, I don't think you're gonna make the cut, bird. There's the bird soldier. Zombie giant.
Ooh, here's a cat monkey.
Cat monkey.
Cat monkey.
That funky monkey.
It doesn't look like a cat or a monkey, really.
Does it look like a bird?
No. I don't know what it looks like. It's got a monkey type tail, but that's about it.
You know what it looks like?
The Grinch?
The Grinch
Yeah, I thought that too.
with a tail.
Yeah.
The Grinch with a tail.
Looks like the Grinch.
If you say so.
And the face. Look at the
In
face.
The face, it looks like. I'm
Looks
fully
exactly,
with that.
looks exactly like the Grinch if you look at his face.
Okay, no.
Um, Here you go. Here's a pirate boosting enchantment.
Nice.
Yeah. We gather up our pirates and
We could do a pirate deck.
Arr.
This has been educational. Yeah, it has been educational for me. You'll have to watch Laura when we play at some point during a stream.
yeah.
That's when it gets a little less confusing, at least temporarily. You feel like you understand it while you're playing it, but then you stop playing and you look at your cards and you don't remember a thing about what you just did. At least that's how my brain reacted to it.
Oh man.
Oh, there's another dungeon card.
Ho, ho, ho.
Thanks, Santa.
Fine. Counter target. Counter spell. Boomerang.
Oh, come on, Laura. You can get into Magic.
You can do it. Yeah, go. Yeah, just.
Yeah. Matt and Ben can teach you. You don't want me to teach you.
Good grief.
I guess
So much-
all this is doing is forcing the person to block it rather than just take the
Chooses
damage.
an untapped creature he or she controls. That creature blocks. Whenever Crashing Force attacks, defending player chooses an untapped creature. Blocks. That just sounds like blocking.
Right, but does that mean they can't not block it and just take the damage? They would have to block it?
Yeah.
Is that all that's basically doing?
Yeah, it's like forced blocking.
That's what I thought.
That's what it sounds like, anyway.
So many cards to put.
Permanent with a stun counter will become untapped. Remove it. Remove one from it instead. Convoke. Unblockable. Surge.
There's another cat.
Wow.
A lot of these that talk about energy, that you guys can't tell me anything about.
It's a random thing. So it's like you have these counters, and then there's some cards that allow you to spend energy for abilities. So it's not mana, but it's
I guess
just
I've
like
never seen one that spins energy. I've
Yeah,
only
I
seen
saw
as a
one.
kid.
If I see one again, I'll. Seems like that was a whole thing for a set. You just have to probably figure out. Exchange control of 2 target creatures.
Finish this.
Shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library. Target player puts that many cards from the top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. That could be fun.
That could hurt somebody real bad. That could hurt somebody real bad.
Oh, he's separating.
Oh man. Okay.
Found another card where it doesn't belong.
Well, that's kinda cool. You tap creatures in place of mana.
Get the feeling that they
Put
thought
the-
legendary creatures were gonna last a lot longer.
Do what?
Get the feeling of looking at some of this that they thought legendary creatures were going to be a big thing for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Are they not still a thing?
Oh no, they're still a thing. It's just planeswalkers became the main thing, I felt like.
Let's grab.
White and blue. Target.
It's like some of these cards are pretty good, but they can be used against you as well. So,
Oh, hey, Dina.
Yeah.
thanks.
It's about time you got someone in here.
I pretty much tell them all to avoid us.
No.
Probably safer for them.
Okay.
Okay, that's not doing anything.
I'm gonna start with green. I'm feeling green.
Feeling green. Roll. What kind of green are you doing?
Well, I haven't narrowed that down fully yet.
Gotcha.
I'm working on that still. I'm just liking the cards that I'm seeing,
Okay.
and I feel like I have more cards that I like out of it, and then I'm gonna, narrow it down.
Is that what that meant?
Yeah.
Are you going with a theme, or are you just picking some cool cards?
Right now, I'm just picking cool cards, and I'm gonna work on a thing. There's a lot of cards that I feel like if I have enough things that I can tap for mana, I can build up cards and get a lot of big cards.
Yeah. So you're doing like a growth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Permanent growth or temporary growth?
Permanent is what I'm trying to do, but there's a
So
lot
like
of temporary as well.
Plus one
Yeah, like
kind
this,
of
like-
thing.
Things like that.
That's a lot.
It is, but if you have a ton of creatures that can create mana all the time,
Yeah.
it's not that much.
Yeah.
There's a couple in here that you can use. You can tap creatures instead of mana. So if you get them early and you have some creatures out, you don't have enough mana, you can tap a creature to get the extra mana.
What's in here? What's in here? Okay. I don't think I need that in here. There's a chance maybe. Okay, so we're working on some spells here. I got feel the planes are on guard from your hand if you don't. So those are vital.
And that one could be good.
Some spells.
+1/+1 counter equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards.
Yeah. Is that a spell or a creature?
Creature.
It gets them?
Mm-hmm. It enters with them.
Yeah. Okay. This fits. Return. Return. This doesn't. This fits. No. No. Yes. Okay, so vigilance. Nothing really, nothing really. 2, 3, nothing really. These are the nothing really birds.
Nothing really burns.
Well, they don't add nothing. They're just
There.
there for getting some birds. These are the maybes.
Does this mean anything that it's got symbols next to the numbers, or is that just an old thing?
It's an old thing. It was kind of a learning thing, so you knew that this was your attack and one was a defense thing.
Because when I first saw it, I saw this one and I thought it was 31 just at a quiz. I was like, holy crap, how much would that
Yeah.
cost to play?
Okay, this one is definitely okay. That's the enchantment. That's that.
When can you play an interrupt again? Is that anytime?
Interrupt is what used to be instant.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like an instant.
Okay.
You stupid old cards. Okay, so that's too many big birds.
That's one problem I have with this part right here is I have a lot of big things that I can't have all of them in there.
Too many big birds. I need this box. Just like me building a deck, and I've put the colors, the two colors, into different boxes. Human soldier.
Philip.
Hey, Philip, how's it going, buddy? It's another one for me.
Good job. Proud of you that people finally are watching.
Finally. Exalted. Is that worth it? That doesn't seem worth it. Does anybody have any Squadron Hawks?
Let me see.
Why did you say that so weird?
Just a bird searcher.
Somehow the way you said that made it weirder.
Squadron Hawks? Or
Anyone-
Bird searcher.
Does anyone have any Squadron Hawks?
Some Squadron Hawks. I'm looking for a box.
Here are my contenders for a green deck.
Ooh. Is it a secret green deck or?
It's secret green deck. Yeah. Does it fit in there? That.
Okay, I'm thinking about making mine irritating.
Ooh.
What else is new?
Thinking some return to owner's hand cards and getting creatures with vigilance.
Oh, so you're playing a blue deck?
Well, white and blue. I'm trying to figure out what blue element to add to the birds. Okay, so we gotta have those. This is cool. I don't think I like that. Okay, so there's there's the base right there. There's the base. We got some. I think this is too pricey for me. It's too pricey. It's 5. 5 is too pricey, Ben.
I mean, in the beginning, yes.
I think 4 is too pricey. That's birds. They just need to be little. Little birds. Cheap little birds. So no to you as well. I think you're on your way out. This is out. This is on your way out. Okay. No, not yet. I need to go pee first.
Oh. What a mess.
Not much.
Okay, here.
Not necessarily, Laura. You can buy pre-made decks, and then you wouldn't have to.
Find a handful of ones you actually use. Yeah, yeah. There's lots of things to do, and you just kind of put some
Oh.
stuff together that works together, and I think you're gonna be too expensive too.
Murder of Crows. Ben, what do you got going? You've been quiet for way too long about your situation over there.
I told you, I'm doing Black Artifact.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be
I think
bad
you're on your way
because it's
out
been
too.
too long since I've done this.
Yeah? You got any good cards you want to show to the people?
You're here because I don't know. So you fit,
We need to
you
do some
fit.
camera work here. What's this?
You fit really well. You're just a cheap bird. Artifact. I think you're out. You're out. Taking you out.
Does
Get
it mean
out.
if you play this one, everyone dies instantly?
No.
Let me see it.
How do you play a card without it coming from your hand?
If you play it from the graveyard.
Didn't
So
play
if
it
somebody was able to
If you didn't
play a
it
card from the
your
graveyard.
hand, you lose the game.
and they said, "Oh, I want that one," and they took it, well, then they would lose the game because they played it from the graveyard and not from their hand.
Oh.
So
Like
it just
that.
makes it to where you can't pull it out of the graveyard if
Pretty much.
if somebody kills it.
That's the way I understand it, anyway.
Gotcha.
Like that,
I think you guys are.
If that was in a deck and I played that whole,
Cheap
all
birds.
cards from graveyards come back under my control,
Yeah.
it would mean I would lose the game.
Gotcha.
I think you're out too. Yeah, I think all of those are out.
Poor birds.
Well, you can't have them all. So what does that give me?
Oh, thank you.
That's almost 11 already.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh,
Good grief.
God. We probably need to call it.
Yeah,
don't
as I
we?
said, I think I'm gonna stop what I was about to do.
Okay.
I was like, why are my cards out there? Those are yours.
Yeah.
Oh. Sneak peek of Matt's deck. It's upside down. I'll do it this way.
I think we're gonna put these guys in.
Make somebody sick.
Is just throw it all over the place.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Rook.
I didn't throw anything on.
I think those are out.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't give me a lot of blue words. 30, 40, 15, 60.
Well, I feel like I accomplished something at least.
Okay, that's too many, but it's a good narrow down. I think you're out too.
That's not even one bird, that's a whole group of birds.
22 birds is too many for a deck, I think. Maybe not. 60 cards.
It depends on how many enchantments and stuff you put in. I would say.
So yeah, we're killing all them too. They're all gone.
So you're murdering birds? What?
Killed like 30 birds with one stone, I think. is
Now
what
we
just
gotta have
happened.
that.
Stormcrow?
I think we gotta have those.
How can you have a bird called a stormcrow and not use it? World.
He wants things to be sunny?
Crook claw transmuter.
So I kinda like that.
Yeah, maybe a call
These are a maybe. This is a maybe. They're out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
This isn't a bird.
12, 13, 14, 16, 17. It is not.
That was not a bird.
It is not a bird. And I think that you are right, that it is time to call it.
Yep.
This will go on
Yeah.
unfinished.
Well, we are going to play Magic
No, we're just gonna sit around and
on
move cards around.
our stream at some point.
It's definitely closer now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. So it will be a little different. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that officially yet, as far as camera wise, so people can see what we're doing. But
Yeah.
we'll figure that out
Yeah.
and make that happen. But we appreciate everyone for stopping by with us.
Thank you.
We will be back on Tuesday. I forgot what day it was.
Are you sure?
I'm not. No, I'm not sure. We will be back on Tuesday at 7. I don't know what we're doing. We'll be back
I don't
in
know.
gaming, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than card.
Yeah,
gaming.
probably gaming.
So make sure you check that out on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe and follow.
Click that like
I
button.
can look at you while you're saying. And check out our shorts. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.